Good morning. My name is Mark Krikorian. I'm Executive Director of the Center for Immigration Studies. And we're doing this panel because obviously the Ukrainian refugee issue is a big deal both for the United States, which is the main focus of the Center for Immigration Studies' work, and obviously even more so in Europe. And so what we wanted to do was bring people who have experience and have looked at the issue of dealing with this Ukrainian refugee crisis following the Russian invasion, but from both sides of the Atlantic. And so we have some notable and informed speakers on this. Our first speaker is going to be Krzysztof Veres, who's a senior researcher at the Migration Research Institute in Budapest and a visiting fellow here at the Center for Immigration Studies. And he's going to talk about the European Union response to the Ukrainian refugee crisis. Our next speaker is Jadwiga Emilewicz, who is a member of the Polish Parliament, former Deputy Prime Minister, and is a special advisor to the Prime Minister on the refugee issue. So she's uniquely placed to talk about Poland's experience with the Ukrainian refugees. And of course, Poland is the one that's hosting the largest number. And she's going to be releasing some data that they've done from a survey that has not been released before this. Our third speaker will be Mark Varga, who's a senior researcher at the Migration Research Institute in Budapest, and he examined the situation in Romania and Moldova, and we'll be talking some about how they have dealt with the Ukrainian refugee issue. And then last but not least, Naila Rush, a senior researcher at CIS, will talk about the U.S. response, specifically this Uniting for Ukraine program, and more broadly, how the United States has responded to the Ukrainian refugee issue. Once they're all finished, I'll moderate Q&A.